Greetings, y'all. Uh, the YTPC. Um, Johnny P here. As y'all know, a lot of you know that I am a new pipe smoker and still continuing on this journey and enjoying it quite a lot. I just wanted to do a little video today and let you kind of all know where I'm at on my new journey. I'm sure that there's some new pipe smokers out there that could possibly enjoy, hearing the progress of some new other guy. Uh, so that's fine. Uh, and then I was going to go ahead on the last part here and show you all, like I told you before in my last video, I believe it was, how to make a quick, expedient pipe holder. Set on your coffee table, set in the garage. If you want to, I guess some of you could set it on your nightstand next to your bed. All depends on where you have your pipe. Um, but we're going to show that at least how I do it. Like I said, you can buy them, but why not do it yourself? We call this a hobby, right? Well, why not go ahead and participate in a number of things within this hobby? Anyways, y'all, I wanted to let you know about a few observations as I continue on this journey. Um, for those of you interested, I have decided to indulge in some Cornell and Dill's Black Duck. And Black Duck is a full-bodied or medium to full blend with Latakia. Y'all know I've come to like Latakia. Burley's, of course, and unsweetened Black Cavendish to deliver an impressive amount of delightful layering and nuance. Does this duck fly? Well, you be the judge. Now, y'all, one thing I do know is that when I first got this blend, when I got home, I decided, just like everyone else, you're excited to try a new blend, especially as a new pipe smoker. Uh, I popped her open, filled up a bowl, and first impressions, I did not like it. It just did not set well with me. Um, it doesn't stay lit. It takes a while actually to light it, unless you, of course, then want to let it sit there for a while. And I know I probably should have done that, but I didn't. But either way, as I continued to give it another chance, I ended up growing into it. Now, is this something that happens, y'all, or is it just me? I don't know. I know I've listened to some people's videos where they have said they went back to a blend later, gave it a second chance, and found out that they liked it. Um, I think that's kind of what's happened here with me, especially with the Black Duck by Cornell and Deal. So that is an observation there. That sometimes if I don't like something, maybe set it aside for a little bit and then come back to it. See what happens at another time. Maybe your palate adjusts. Maybe things change. Maybe after it ages. I don't know. There's a lot of variables possibly that can be brought into there. Either way, y'all, I am gonna light up this bowl of Black Duck right now, and then we'll continue on. Mm-hmm. And then y'all, I bought that little machine where I can make stems out of acrylic. I did go ahead and make this new stem for my country gentleman. Um, right here, I do quite enjoy it. I don't know if y'all can see the button. Kind of, it's black, so it's really dark to see. But I had noticed on some of those Fiat Forever stems for your cobs, they had these bulbs in the stem. And I thought, you know what, I've never done that. So I tried it and I kind of liked it. And it kind of takes the pressure off trying to match up the shank to your stem. So It's like two different situations going on there, but they do well together, and I do like it. It's the right size for me, and I enjoy it. Plus, not to mention the original stem that came with this pipe. I basically chewed through it, y'all. I guess you can consider me a chewer as I'm clenching the pipe, doing other things. I almost like chewed it in half, I suppose. So this acrylic here should do wonders for me, and at least keep me from chewing it in half. But I like it, y'all. I really do. I enjoy making the stems and accessorizing the cobs. Got to watch some of those cob foolery videos from a number of YouTube presenters, and those were fun to watch. But either way, another observation is, y'all, is it seems as if a pipe tastes and is more enjoyable after you've eaten dinner, after you have a full stomach. Sit down after dinner, let your food settle for a little bit, and then you break out a pipe. It always seems like it's so much better. I am noticing that. So that is nice to have an after dinner or after meal pipe. And then another thing that's kind of weird, y'all, is it just me? It may be. I can be kind of weird, y'all. But it seems as if oh, 30, 45 minutes, an hour later, I am still getting hints of the pipe that I have previously smoked in my mouth. And maybe I haven't rinsed my mouth out well enough, but it is weird and oddly enjoyable to all of a sudden catch a hint of the blend that I had previously smoked. Kind of weird. I don't know, y'all. Also, on my beard, sometimes I can just grab it. Like if the wind hits right, I can smell some of the blend come off my beard, I guess, and go against my nose. So just weird little things like that that I have noticed, y'all, as a new pipe smoker. Yeah, like I said, could be normal or it could just be plain old weird Johnny P. Either way, y'all. Let me give this guy another light. I have noticed also that some blends stay lit very well. Like the Esoterica brand, y'all, those blends. I have two blends, Dorchester and the Tilbury. Whenever I load those up, it seems that once you get a good char light, and once you get it, tamped down decently, it stays lit through the whole bowl, all the way down. You're dumping nothing but ashes in the end. Is that because of the brand, the blend maker, the tobaccos they're using? Is it because it's a higher end tobacco? I don't know, y'all. That's the new pipe smoker in myself asking questions. But and it all depends on your Cornell and Dills and your Peterson blends, whether or not they stay lit right or not. It all depends. You find some blends that do, some blends that don't. But the Esoterica, I can tell you right there, those guys will stay lit from the get-go almost, and all the way down to ashes. So is that normal? Yeah. Either way, y'all, I do observe a lot, think a lot. Um, hmm. This black duck just gives you a hint of Latakia. I think the strong component here in this black duck would be the black Cavendish. I hate to say, y'all, but it's almost like a musty gym sock. And then, of course, the Burleys in the background. Another thing I have noticed, mentioning Burleys, I think that the Burley is quickly becoming a very favorite component of mine. And I have noticed that certain blends have certain beverages that go very well with them. Like I can tell you, Old Joe Krantz, the Blue Label from Cornell and Deal, a burley heavy blend, goes really well with a good cup of coffee, y'all. And I am a coffee connoisseur. So a good cup of coffee with some of that good burley, that seems like they just, if I get in that zone, y'all, just leave me alone. Let me enjoy until it's done. Very well together. I also noticed that Peterson's Irish Flake goes really well. It's a very strong blend. Goes really well with a good whiskey, uh, a good bourbon, whatever. Um, but goes really, they fit really well. So I am excited as I find different blends as a new smoker, um, to see, of course, how well they do on their own. But there may be times when I decide, ooh, this would go good with this beverage or this situation. So that is fun. That is a added bonus to the bowl that you are smoking at that point, is to find a good beverage that fits well with it. Neither one really overpowers the other. They just do really well together. So for me, the coffee and the burley, perfect, good stuff right there. Even y'all, I did get just some straight burley, nothing else from my local pipe shop. Straight burley. It was shredded. What do they call that again? The real fine shred, y'all. Can't remember. But yeah, load that up all on its own with the coffee. Good stuff. Good stuff. Um, but either way, y'all, not too bad. We're about 12 minutes in, and I'm just rambling on, y'all. I can ramble on forever, so I have to stop myself. Either way, so last time I had told y'all that I do like setting these around the house, uh, coffee table, out on the workbench in the garage. These little holders, um, yeah, and maybe one on the back porch. It's wherever. And I told you I was going to show you my way of doing it, and it's nothing special, y'all. It's just what I do. But what I did want to do is I went ahead and I made, kind of upped my game on these holders. Here's this one. But I upped my game on it and I made a really nice one, um, custom one for my Nording, my custom Nording pipe, y'all. It's a freehand pipe, I believe, is what they call it. Let me take you there right now and we'll check that one out. So right here, y'all, I did take some pictures. I haven't learned how to take my camera and set it there and uh, show you how to do stuff. I'm learning certain things, like this green screen, that I have back behind me. It's basically just a green sheet, y'all. You set it there and then boom, all this stuff happens. Kind of fun. But either way, I did take good pictures. Here's where I started out. I made my original design, just basically drew it out on paper, fold the paper in half, cut it out, pulled it open. I should have showed that to you, y'all. Either way, you got the deal. But then put it on the leather, and then transfer that design to the leather, cut it out, and went from there. So as you can see here, this is where I went ahead and started this custom leather project for this pipe. Put these little wings back here, y'all, just so they would support the back portion of the mortise, the tenon area, whatever, of the stem. And then the pipe cradles in here really nice. Now this one I got done, y'all. I did put this one up on the mantle. My wife really liked it, so she said, put that one on the mantle. Well, I definitely did that. So let's go on. So right here, after I got it all cut out, I went ahead and used some dye and I dyed the inside of it a nice black. Because yeah, no one sees the inside anyways, basically. And then we go on. So on the outside, I went ahead and decided to, after I carved out a couple different lines in the design, I decided to go ahead and do a couple different layers of different colors of stain. I used the Echo Flow on this one. Mainly, I would use a lot of Fibrings, leather dye, but in this case, I used the Echo Flow. So let's go on, and this is kind of what it looks like when I got done, y'all. But yeah, so I put in a couple. This is a darker brown. You can't quite see it. It's a little lighter brown down here, and a slightly yellowish color right here. And to cover up a multitude of sin, I did use this antique finish right here, that black, over top of it all. And it kind of gives it that rugged, well, they say it's an antique finish. You put it on and you wipe it off. So I did like that. Let's go on here and see. After that, I went ahead and put a couple holes in it, where I was going to go ahead and put some rivets through here. And this would be the final product right here, y'all. So I did use these rivets right here, these small rivets with the setting tools, and put those in place. Now pulled up, once the leather's a little wet, either from water or either from dyeing it, if you're familiar with that, you can go ahead and form it almost. So I formed these little wings back here in the back, to hold the mortise tenon area of the pipe. And then the pipe, of course, cradles nicely in here. Looks really nice, y'all. I like the way this one turned out. I put a little edge coating. It's a brown edge coating on the very edge all the way around. And that just turns out real nice right there. Edge coating is almost like a rubberized paint. It's crazy how it all works out, but it works out really well, this edge coating. So you can see that we got the black on the inside. It's on the inside. Nobody cares. But on the outside, all looks good there, y'all. So that was my little journey. Now I'll go ahead, show it to y'all in person. So this is it in person. Not a very good, hard to tell. In fact, let's go on back to the main screen. Maybe we can see it better there, y'all. So yeah, here you go. There's that guy right there. Yeah. And the back side there can hold and kind of cradle that area right there. So I do like the way this turned out, y'all. Like I said, put it up on the mantle. This one worked out well. If I wanted to take the time, I could go ahead and make a special one for every single pipe I have. But however, my wife said she'd much rather if I just make one big stand. Now I am, a hobbyist in my garage, y'all. I like to do woodworking and of course, the leather working and stuff like that. So I'm probably going to take a shot at making a nice holder for my pipes. And we'll see how that works out. Maybe next video, y'all, I'll have that done and I can show it to y'all. And if I'm smart enough, I'll take pictures during the whole operation. We'll see what happens. But other way, y'all, like I said, all these little guys, make yourself up some, y'all. Now, you can take a piece of scrap leather, if you have it, set it in place, figure out what you need, cut it out. If not, what most of us do have, we should have, unless you like to wear your pants really tight. If we got some old belts laying around, maybe some old belts. So you take an old belt, all right, fold it around, figure out the distance, of what you need, and then cut it. And You can use the Chicago screws. Hell, y'all, you can drill a hole and put a bolt through it. You can glue it. You can use some sewing thread, or the rivets, like I said I used. So these are rivets right here. Chicago screws work really well too. All this stuff can be found on Amazon. And like this one here, y'all, I did sew this one. So that one's just got sewing thread through it. So whatever you can do. And what's nice to do is take these, I know I do. Like I said, I leave them laying around the house. So if I do have a pipe in my pocket, pipe in my mouth, whatever, and I need to set it down for whatever reason, usually somewhere in the near vicinity, I'll have a place to set my pipe down. But that's really all I wanted to say, y'all. Just some observations on my new pipe smoking journey. And then, of course, since we do call this a hobby, y'all, I seem to be sinking myself into it, having a lot of fun, doing things like making my stems and little holders. I'm sure I'll continue on, figure something else out, y'all. That's just the way I am. I quite don't stop. But it is fun, y'all. I am having a great time. I am enjoying myself. I also appreciate everybody's engagement on these videos, and appreciate all the great advice y'all have been giving me. I have been putting it into action, and I'm learning a lot, and I'm doing, I believe, well. But it's a long journey. I'm sure all you 20-year veterans or longer always sit back and think, I remember my first bowl. Yeah, we gotta start somewhere, right, y'all? So, it's okay. I do not mind being a newbie. I'm enjoying myself, doing good, y'all. Thank you for sitting with me. I do appreciate your time. I know it's valuable, and I'm honored that you have tuned in and sat with me for a little bit. But y'all, until next time, we figure something out. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you.